Alright guys, today I just wanted to share with you some history of some disc golf. My brother and myself went to Ferguson Valley today, and we went and saw Will and Heather Elliot, and they gave me a bunch of old disc golf memorabilia, some disc golf magazines. You can see Mark and Johansson on the front. And it's pretty amazing, some of the stuff they had. Some rule books, PDGA official rule book. It says revised in 2002. So 2000, this is almost 20 years old. PDGA official rule book. We've got some innovative forehand tips and some, that's the X-Step, innovative X-Step tips. And this is a guide to disc golf, PDGA, from the PDGA. It's a pamphlet. Looks like it was made some time ago. It doesn't have a date on it, but it's pretty amazing. It's got the application renewal form on the back here. I'm guessing this was before the internet days. And you'd have to send it in. It's got an address which is still in, well, it's actually Toronto in Canada. Maybe they moved. I've got some more. I guess that's another X-Step. Wow. Guessing these are just some of the discs they had at the time. A lot of these aren't there anymore. Banshee, Viper, Cobra, Wolf. So whilst we're there, I got some of their own memorabilia. So they've got a Ferguson Valley guide, which actually has a disc golf community in it. You can see, I think that's Heather there, Heather Elliot, and you can see the Ferguson Valley on the actual map that they've got here with details. This looks like it was done some time ago. I'm not too sure if there's any dates on this, but some of these numbers are in actual, there's no nines on the front, so some pretty old stuff there. I actually haven't had a look at this yet, but some old paperwork. So it's giving you the throwing lines of each disc. And then also disc golf science. Wow. Looks like some type of test that they've maybe taught on the course, and then they get the kids to do after, see if they've learned anything. Should probably do that these days. This is some other stuff that I've got. I'm guessing this came out just as the disc catchers came out, the innovative disc catchers, but they must have put that on the wall for some type of advertising. We've seen these, but a whole lot different these days. Innovative disc collection chart. Again, a lot of these I haven't seen in some time. And then this looks like a scorecard. Pretty sure the only people that I know that have used these scorecards at Ferguson Valley are Corey Bandy, Dave Bandy, and Chris Cahoot. Shout out to those guys if you remember filling out one of these at the Derby Cup a million years ago. And last but not least, this is their course. This is their course. So the course actually has a pro shop in it, and even a toilet block as well. And yeah, it's quite an amazing course, but it's quite run down unfortunately because no one's used it in some time, and they've made a back nine at the course, and it's quite a lot longer. So the front nine's around about 60 to 70 meters, and then there's a couple 100-meter shots. And then they've got a back nine, which consists of a lot of 100-meter shots, and it's down a valley. It's quite a pretty course, but unfortunately it's just overgrown, needs a lot of work. I don't think anyone from the disc golf community has actually played the back nine. They've had some schools there, but after they built the back nine, shortly after they kind of retired the course. The course is still all there. The signs are up. The baskets are up. The baskets are a little bit different to PDGA rated ones, but still playable. The cage is a lot bigger, and the chain chassis at the top is a lot smaller, and the chain configuration is not kind of what we see in our normal baskets today. But as a course, I mean, you probably won't be able to hold a tournament there because the baskets are not realistically PDGA approved, but it's a good course to play, and they've shown interest in allowing a few people to go up. I'm not too sure of the groups yet, but I'm in communications with them, so they might allow, say, groups of 10, and I feel like it would be a play to pay, just because, you know, we're going to be on their land. So I haven't really talked numbers yet, but they seem quite nice, and happy to do that in the future. In the meantime, I just want to talk about the pro shop that I bought off them, basically. So the pro shop was quite a nice building that they put money into, and some of the discs are, I mean, I think all these discs haven't seen light in probably 15 years, maybe 10 years, but they were sitting in that sealed box which I had before, and they're all in perfect condition, and all these ones are brand new, and a couple other ones are brand new, and some of the old retro stamps, these old T-birds, and I don't think they're star, they're not D, I don't think they're D plastic, but I don't think they're quite star plastic. They're like halfway in between. They actually feel quite nice, but there's some amazing stamps, and you'd probably think they're retro, but these were probably of the time. So, and for your rock lovers out there, some brand new rocks there. I've got some old beasts, an eagle, an X-clone. Disc golf flashes. I think I've only ever thrown one of these before, once. Some rubber putter. That's a really cool wrist flyer. And a few breezes. These breezes, Geordie here actually was throwing one at Pinelines recently. That one was falling apart, but these ones are new, so if you're needing one. Whole bunch of orcs. I think that's a whole stack of orcs, all OG ones. A couple more eagles, a firebird, a T-bird, another firebird. I think these. It's another eagle. I think these are all sharks. All sharks in different plastics, different colours. Some old ones. Yeah. And I think these are all archangels. Yeah, all archangels. And I think some of these are actually quite lightweight. So some of these people that are out there looking for lightweight discs, there's some good ones in here. They gave me all these aerobi things. Don't know what they're good they are, but they've got an LED in them, so could be good to use. Some Aussie discs. And I think I've got some of these are new as well. Yeah. So there's a Wasp, a bunch of Millennium discs. These actually feel quite good. Amiga, super soft putter by Millennium. Another Millennium. MS Origram's, another super soft, another Wasp. And then I've got a plethora of old discs that were used for school camps and whatnot. Some really interesting ones, like the Velocity Ching. They've got a rubber groove in them, a thumb groove. They actually feel pretty interesting. Seems like they'll actually fly okay. Don't know if they're PDGA approved these days or not, but this one looks like a Play Disc Golf Pine Rivers. Looks like a really old disc from the US somewhere. And then these are all very old discs, and some of them heavily used. XL long range driver. Some discs that we've probably never even seen before. But yeah, those are all old thrashers. And then this is a really interesting one, and I think some people have seen it. I think Dylan from Iceberg TV put one of these up. So it's the Arobi Epic Disc Golf Ultra Long Range Driver. But the interesting thing about it is the profile. You've got a sharp edge there, but that it's not the same all round. So I'm not too sure how that flies. And it says PDGA approved, but I don't know if that's still the same. On top of that, I got one of those, that basket there, another one, another used one, and a similar one to that, the Skill Shot basket, an Innova Disc Golf Target Skill Shot basket, still sealed in the box. But yeah, very nice people. Will and Heather Elliot are very nice people, and just ooze original disc golf era. You know, they came from playing disc golf in the 80s and 90s, and their son also plays disc golf. He still lives over in the US. Apparently they said that he used to put himself through college playing at a high level. We didn't really go into much detail about who he was or how good he was, but they seemed to feel like he was a really good player. And he came over to Perth and helped Will design the course early days. So yeah, if you want to get in touch with Will or Heather, contact me, and I've got their email. I'll shoot an email off to them to see if you guys want to go up. And it's an amazing course. It needs a lot of work. They haven't touched it in years, like I said, but it's still playable. Myself and Keenan played it, and it's, you know, it needs work, but it's still fun, you know. And the baskets, they're a little odd, but again, still a disc golf course in here in WA, and who doesn't want to play another disc golf course? So anyways, I just thought I'd share some of the old memorabilia they had, and yeah, keep chucking. Thanks guys.